Did you know that some European languages originally come from India? And not just some recent thing, like languages that have been there for centuries. It might sound like some Hindu nationalist propaganda or something, but it's actually well supported by linguistics and genetics. And you might have actually heard of some of these. They're dialects of a language called Romani. Romani people, or Roma, or Gypsies as they're sometimes called in English, are an Indo-Aryan ethnic group that originated in what is now India and Pakistan. It's worth noting that the term gypsy is sometimes considered derogatory, but it's still one of the most common terms in English used to refer to Romani people. Not all Romani find it offensive, but it's also just sort of incorrect because it comes from the word Egyptian, and that's not actually where they're from. Obviously, most people don't know that, but hey, that's the point of this video. Almost 4,000 years ago, Vedic Sanskrit was a dominant language in northern India. It was the precursor to classical Sanskrit and also a lot of other languages. And it's thought that Romani descends from one of those languages. About 1,000 years ago, the ancestors of the Romani started migrating north, and they eventually made their way through the Balkans and into the rest of Europe. The name Romani is thought to have Indo-Aryan origins, but it's also thought that it might have been influenced by the fact that many of the Eastern Romans in Eastern Europe would have called themselves Romans, although historians will often call them Byzantines. As the Romani migrated, they actually picked up a lot of words that we can use to track their migration, and their language actually changed a lot, reflecting their neighbors, becoming part of the Balkan Sprachbund. And nowadays, with genetics, it's really easy to establish that a lot of their paternal haplogroups have their origins in South Asia. Romani people can be found all over Europe, and in each place they've gone, their language has changed, borrowing words and sounds from other languages. There's lots of different subgroups with different names like Galais or Sinti, but they all share this common origin.